Good. Okay. All right, so valve trim. So I did kind of cheat here a little bit. I didn't want to spend all the money on Moen shower head and handheld. That would have cost almost an extra $500. And in my experience, the Moen shower heads and the hand sprays were really nothing special, in my opinion. So I did get the trim because you need the specific trim for this. So you had to spend a couple $100 on the trim kit. But then I just got some extra features with the handheld and shower faucet I just got off of Amazon. We're gonna test them out, see how well they do. But from what I can tell, I think they're gonna be pretty good, and it costs half as much. So let's go ahead and get our trim in. We're gonna first start out with the ports for our handheld and our shower head because you wanna flush out the system before you install this. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take our temporary caps out. And I actually got two different brass nipples. I got a 3-inch, which is the one I think is gonna work. And I got a 2.5. But then I also have those extensions in case I needed to come out a little bit more. So let's just see what the 3-inch is gonna do. Yeah, it's actually might be a little bit too far out. Yeah, it's not gonna. 3 inches is a little too much. We'll go with the 2.5. Yes, we'll do that. Yeah, that'll be a better fit. All right, so let's prep this before we get started on it here. So on this brass nipple, you want to put a little bit of Teflon tape. Do about, I don't know, this stuff is pretty thin, so I'm gonna do like 7 or 8 rotations. I'm gonna use a little pipe sealant. This is really gonna help ensure that everything is sealed. So not much, got a little bit of threads, but 1/4 inch. So it's a little bit low, but this is the reason I really like using these, because you can see this would actually go into the wall if you needed it to. So this really gives you a lot of variance. Honestly, if you're just getting chrome or brushed nickel, I mean, this will pretty much match everything that you buy from the big name brands. So I think this is a great way to go. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of pipe sealant and Teflon tape around this guy too. Should have at least done the Teflon tape before putting it on there, but it's not a big deal. The pipe sealant's really what's gonna make that connection good. So you can see that's great. It goes all the way into the wall. Much more flexibility with a hand port like that. Shower arm, Teflon tape. A little bit of pipe sealant. And usually hand tight gets you to about 2 o'clock. And just use a screwdriver. Perfect. Okay, so that's all cleared out. Comes with a little bit of grease. Okay, so this guy has a little indicator Just slide that down into place. Push in there. And then this guy has two little indicators here at the bottom. This stick sits down at the bottom. Puts it in place. Go ahead and turn this on. Okay, so before we put the valve on, we need to test this to make sure it gets hot enough. Now we can turn that up a little bit. So this guy just pulls out. And that allows you to, like I said, gas hot water tank isn't gonna, instant hot water tank isn't gonna get above, we must have it already set at 120. So that's as much as you can go. So you might as well just allow it to turn all the way up and you can just put this down. So this is all the way cold, this is all the way hot. So where it stops is as hot as it's gonna get. But if you wanted to turn it down, you just put this little indicator to keep this lever from moving further to the right. So it's a very simple concept. So if you wanted it to stop, we can put that right here, like test it, and then it won't go any further. But since we have the, what do you call it? The instant hot water tank that we already have set at 120, we don't really have to worry about this. So I'm just gonna keep this where it's all the way hot. This has a rubber gasket on the back, so that's what's really keeping this sealed. So that also kind of highlights that there isn't a whole lot of room. You can even see here. So, I mean, you had some room. You had a ½ an inch all the way around. So, but that kind of gives you an indication of what you could have really done, because you want this full seal on here. So really, maybe a ¼ inch difference. So you definitely want to be accurate with your cut on this. Great seal though. Like it.
I do love that. It looks like an avocado.
Nice. It should go down, huh? Hot. Cool.
Yeah, I like that better.
It's called Spark Pod. Spark Pod.
Heavy.
Water pressure too low. Flow restrictor removal instructions. Tells you how to remove the.
We'll just remove it.
So this is the restrictor. Take that little yellow tab out of there, and you put your back in your screen, because you don't want your shower head to get clogged. You rather have it get clogged here than not the actual shower head. So there's the screen. Put that back in there. Yeah, not bad. It's pretty good. Nice. I'd say that's better than the Moen. for half the price. Nice. Not bad. Nothing special, but I think that was only 50 bucks. I think Moen wanted 200 just for the handheld. Something like that. Think.
Yep. Yeah, I think it looks good.
So I thought this bar was cool because you don't even have to be too worried about where things are at, and you can center this bar. So like a lot of the other ones are kind of scary because if you're like off a fraction of an inch, then you can't get the bar to hook up. But this will allow you to slide this bar up and down on this. And not only that, this is like a solid bar. So like this is almost as good as a handheld in my opinion. So we could literally kind of put these by eye wherever you want. So we'll go like right here, and then, you know, to even it up, we'll just make sure that these are even, and then you're good to go. So pretty cool. I thought for whatever, 100 bucks, or maybe, I can't remember what this cost, but wasn't very much. But I really like the bar. I think like this alone is worth just buying it for.
Can people like grab onto it and hold onto it?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's solid enough to be a real grab bar. Put clear silicone. Yeah, this is great. I love how you can just adjust the bar to make sure it matches. 1 3/4 inch. 1 3/4. That's pretty awesome. I like that. Pretty cool. Yeah, perfect. All right, we'll clean that up and we'll get some pictures and then one at the shower door.